I grew up in rural Michigan, but you could say I also grew up in the mental health system. Phenobarbital by age 3, Ritalin by age 5. It would give Bruce a drink, give Bruce a pill if Bruce is feeling bad or being rowdy. I thought everybody grew up with psychologists, psychiatrists, and guidance counselors. I turned into a rebellious teenager, a hippie with a drug and alcohol addiction. Many suicide attempts in many forms marked my 20s and 30s. In retrospect, they were faint-hearted cries of desperation that went unheard and unnoticed. The more I drank, the more suicidal I was. The alcohol and drug problem clouded the issue. It wasn't until I was clean and sober that I was diagnosed properly with a mental health problem, today known as bipolar disorder and chronic depression. The way mental illness is treated and viewed has changed and continues to change. My maternal grandma had depression in rural county, Michigan. But 40 years ago, you didn't discuss such thing. It wasn't noticed, it wasn't diagnosed, it wasn't treated. In my lifetime, it is recognized and treated. Crisis houses, hospitalization, locked wards, seclusion and restraint. My own experience has shown me that these can be scary, lonely, and confusing. But things have changed in the past 20 years. Psychiatrists change, treatment programs change, and new therapies and medications are on the horizon. People experiencing mental illnesses are treated more as human beings with a disease, as real patients. For years it was I am Bruce, my diagnosis is. The label identified who I was for many years. Now the diagnosis is secondary to who I am as a person. I have been sober for 14 years. I'm proud of that. Still, I have bad days, but they are not quite as dark as before. I can show up for my life and take part in it. Eventually, I'd like to offer comfort and advocate for those in mental health crisis, to help minimize stigma and confusion, to ensure their needs are understood and prioritized alongside more obvious physical medical emergencies. To use the well-known 12-step adage, one person can best help another because they have lived it. Everybody knows someone that has a mental health problem, whether it's mentioned or not. Show them the same compassion as you would someone with diabetes or a bad heart. And if you haven't found the help you need, there are new medicines, new treatments, new programs all the time. Don't give up hope.